So in this video, we'll see what all the different things which you should be knowing before diving into the CI/CD setup. So if you come under the settings tab, you can find a specific column where you can find a row where you can click on CI/CD. You will get this variety of settings which are provided by GitLab in terms of starting off with CI/CD or setting up anything related to CI/CD. So in general pipelines, these are the default settings, have not changed anything. So these are like some of the basic default things which GitLab recommends you to keep. So these are just the way of strategies or what all kind of a thing, like how long the pipeline should run, and what is the strategy it's using every time. So let's say it's you have to clone or you have to fetch, you can choose according to your requirement. So as of now, we're just going through what all stuff which is already present over there, so which you can integrate in your CI pipeline. So auto DevOps is like autopilot mode where most of the things handled by GitLab on behalf of you. So we'll you can integrate that part also. And it's like protected environments is nothing but, so let's say you have a pre-prod or production environment, whichever you need to be protected. So you can select that, and you can add a stage or add something like you don't need to have a deployment whenever without any approvals. So let's say as of now I have only got dev environment. So if I click on dev, and right now I'm the only one using this. So you can add me and required approvals, like one, you can protect your branch from getting updated or something related to that stuff. So as of now I don't need this. So, and this one of the important concepts in GitLab is like you can once if you start building your pipelines, you'll come to a phase where like how these pipelines will run and who's the one providing all the resources. So for this, GitLab has made it very easy. So GitLab has got their own instances, or the runners are nothing but the instances where your entire pipeline will run. So you can assume anything such as in your pipeline, whichever language, whichever code you written in any of the language. So anything which needs some compute resources to process it, or to build or to deploy, or any of the things. So for that stuff, there are two ways you can build your runners. So runners you can assume as a basic VM or a basic structure. On top of that, your pipeline will execute. So there are two types of runners. One is of a specific runner, or one is of a shared runner. So shared runner are nothing but which will be associated with your projects by GitLab. So you can use GitLab resources. GitLab will handle uh, behalf of you and will provide you the resources, and you can use those resources, and you can work on top of that. So let's say you don't want this shared resources, but you want to have your specific runners. So runners, as I said earlier, so you can set up this on behalf of you. So let's say you want your runner to be hosted in your uh, cloud or in your on premises. You can set up this runner by following this installation guide. So we'll be seeing how we can also manually set up a runner also. So these are the stuff related to runners. So you can see there are a couple of runners over here. You can see as of now this is not available. Yeah, the anything you can choose which is with a green color, and you can call this via tags. So tags which they are using, GitLab or Docker, something like that. Whichever tag you add, that particular runner gets invoked when your pipeline starts. So after that is the variable section. So variables plays a very handy role. So why variables plays an handy role? And handy role is, so whenever things, so let's say a protected variable, so you should not, it's not like you can add that directly in your GitLab CI file. So you have to call that. It's like a basic programming stuff. So so you can actually pass this variable over here, and you can call this variable from your GitLab CI file. So there are various ways you can add, and various options which GitLab provide. So either you can add a variable, or even a file you can add. So if you have a file inside that some secret stuff, so that used for authenticating between your cloud or GK cluster or anything like that. So you can add a file over here. And protect variable is nothing but, if you click on this protect variable, you will be providing this particular variable to any of the particular branch. So it will not be exposed to the entire entire all the branches across your repository. So you can check or uncheck this according to your requirements. So mask variables is nothing but, so let's say your job will run and entire logs will be synthesized on your interface. So at that time you don't want your variables value to get exposed. So to avoid that, you can click on this mask variable and you can move on. So let's say for just testing purpose, we can give something called as a test, and value is going to test. So this is coming from a variable. So as of now, environment scope, as I said earlier, so if you want this variable to be alive only in particular environment, you can select tab, or by default it should be available all over the environments. You can click default, and these flag significance as you know already. So if you click on this add variable, a new variable will be added. So you can copy this, or you can edit via this, or even delete this. So after that is the pipeline triggers. So pipeline triggers are nothing but, these are the basic stuff which every CI/CD should have. So once your code is pushed, you have to trigger any other pipeline or any other code which is in the other repository. You can use the kind of stuff. We'll integrate one or the other triggers in coming videos. So this is like the basic syntax which you can go through, or you can go through and get started. So automatic deploy rollbacks, these are like the additional features. Whenever you have deployed something, due to that deployment something goes wrong, you can automatically roll back into the previous version or something like that, which can be done on fly. And even deploy features, no, these are the features. And even token access, so let's say GitLab provides their own token to authenticate this CI file with any of the other repositories, or uh, and any of the other things which you need to authenticate in the scope of GitLab. So, and the significant feature of this CI job token is, so it will be alive only till the job runs. So once job is done dusted, this CI token will be destroyed. CI job token will be destroyed. So it's like a good thing. You can leverage this and you can build on top of this, and make use of this stuff. So I'll also show like how in some of the pipelines we can use that, and uh, take help of these access tokens. So these are other key features which we'll be seeing. So as of now, these were the important features which you should be knowing before getting started in terms of pipeline.